Are you ready for question and answer time with Todd and Aaron?
It's time for Q&A with TNA. By the way, that stands for Todd and Aaron. All right. Welcome in to Q&A. And I just noticed we're in the wrong spots, Todd. Let me fix that real quick. There we go. Now we're here with some TNA, some Todd and Aaron. This is Todd Downing. My name is Aaron Montgomery, and you can find us right up here at oursuccessgroup.com. Oh, wait. Okay. Yeah, there we go. So welcome in. Thank you guys for being here. We've got some people already checking in. We appreciate that very much. Christine, good evening, gentlemen. Happy Wednesday. I'm assuming she is using the term gentleman fairly loosely. As Todd picks up his beer.
Like beer.
All good. Pilar, howdy. And Valerie, good afternoon. And Renee and oh, this is funny. You're gonna like this one, Todd. Pilar says, "Oh my God, I just saw Todd in the intro and thought, whoa, how'd he grow his facial hair back so fast?"
Yeah, I think it might stay away. I haven't decided. So I learned, because it's been forever since I shaved, and so I use a straight razor when I do everything. There's no way I'm doing all this straight razor style. So I told Corey if she likes this, and it is November, my birthday month, and an electric razor would be an amazing gift to have. So we'll see. It's all in her court is whether this stays, because I'm not. It's just way easier not to try and not cut everything.
That's nice. That's good. That's so there you go, Corey. It is in your court if you like that look or not. We can let people vote here if we need to or whatever. I told you when I saw you the first time, I said, man, you look, I think it looks really good. It's a good look on you. So
it's a different look. I still don't know if I'm used to it. I still look at myself in the mirror and be like, whoa, who's that guy? I haven't seen him for 30 years.
Nice. Yeah. No, it is. It was shocking the first few times seeing you going, who's this guy? No, hold on. Where's Todd?
Yeah, I had to. My daughter's headed out with her mom and grandparents, and so I had to meet with them to sign some paperwork. And she's like, "It better be back before I get back, because I'm not sure if I like you that way." Because my daughter's never seen me without it. Even her mom was like, "Whoa, I haven't seen that in 30 years." So it was interesting enough in that. So we'll see. We'll see if it sticks around.
Yeah. Excellent. All right. Well. We'll just have to keep staying tuned to Tuesdays with Todd and Q&A and our success group and all that other stuff. So you can, we'll figure out a game. Does Todd have facial hair or not?
It is No Shave November, so maybe we'll just go with that and we'll see what happens at the end of it. So we'll see. We'll see. Yeah. We'll see.
I thought about that. I actually shaved earlier today, and I was like, what? It's No Shave November. I think I'm just going to let it go. I'm like, no, I don't. I don't look good with a whole bunch of facial hair, so I've got my goatee.
Yeah, see, I gotta keep it at least trimmed up, because otherwise I start getting the hair coming out of my eyeballs and all up in here. So I gotta at least get it lined up decent. Then I'm fine with the rest. So
nice. All
right. Neck beard, I'm not down with
that. All the maintenance, gosh, the first world problems here, right?
Right.
Nice. All right. Well, Kelly, the Crystal Ninja, is I don't even know why I did that, but listening in from the garage. So we appreciate Kelly being here, and Mike, hello, and Brick, and Alicia, and Jerry, and Todd, your favorite Facebook user, which stands for Facebook user. So here's what you need to do. If you are a Facebook user showing up on the screen here, do us a favor, head to StreamYard.com/Facebook and give them permission to show us the names. That way we know who we're talking to. If you're checking it from checking in from the Business Basics group. It's a Facebook group thing, so just the only way we can manage through this program we use called StreamYard, and so we appreciate that. StreamYard.com/Facebook to be able to let us know who we're talking to here today. All right, let's see what else we got here, Todd. Here you go, Todd. Who's pretty? Yes,
Me.
indeed. I like it. Pamela, great. Appreciate having you here. I'm here playing with Creative Studio, trying to play with colors. Cool. And another Facebook user.
Never gets old.
Yeah. Bick. I said Brick before. Sorry. Bick.
And it's Peggy.
Nice. Likes the new look. So.
Yeah. That's all right.
And Pilar actually votes for Babyface Todd.
Well,
so.
that's not a category in the Reggies, so we don't have to worry about it.
Good point. Speaking of Reggies, can we plug that real quick?
Absolutely. We've got one.
So this is the last week. Tomorrow is actually the last day to enter your vote.
So we got 23 hours and 52 minutes, right? Is that about right? So 5 p.m. Central?
Sure. I think I actually set the clock wrong, but let's see here. Because it should be that. But anyhow, if you go to tworegularguys.com/Reggies, and we will put that into the comments here.
And I'm pretty sure that this show right here could be nominated for something. I mean,
it should be. So 23 hours, 51 minutes is what we've got left here. And so I'll just share the screen here. Why not? If I can find it. Which one's that? Oh, the one that says Reggie nominations. That's the one I should go with.
That would be the one.
So there you go. So you're just going to head to tworegularguys.com/Reggies in the next 23 hours. And we will, and then just got all these categories. We do want you to put something in for each category, please. If for whatever reason you can't come up with somebody, maybe you're having a hard time finding somebody that is under 40, you could put it, at least you could put it one NA, but if it's a bunch of NAs and everything else, then not going to happen. We're not going to take those nominations this year. So just trying to get everybody to participate more fully is what the idea is there. So
good idea.
Yeah. All right. Let's see here. Matthew says shave twice a year if it's needed or not. I like it. Oh boy. Valerie says, unless my vote is surrounded by controversy and recount, I'm not participating. So,
well, stay classy, Idaho. Stay classy.
So I did have that discussion with Eric earlier today. I said, hey, don't forget, you got to vote too. And he says, I like to refer to it as nominating, not voting. Voting kind of is a sore subject right now. So
nominations are due.
Nominations are due. We'll go with that. Oh, thank you, Pilar. Appreciate that. Producer Pilar helping out. Peggy, thank you. Awesome. All right. Let's see here. More Facebook users. So one more time for those that are showing up as Facebook users.
I'm going to make that
sure, as Todd likes to say.
And it's going to say Facebook user.
But then you got to put the StreamYard.com/Facebook below it.
Right.
Yep. If you'd make the art, I'll print it for you. Okay. Deal?
Awesome. Don't get me started. I will. I'll put that in my endless time, of what I'm looking to do. Right, yeah.
Sweet. Hey, Jerry, high five. Already sold out of my 24 Santa bags. Nice. Congratulations. That deserves, you know what? In fact, that deserves a cheers, Todd.
Yeah, cheers to you, my friend.
All right, guys. Well, so Q&A. We are, wow, they got a little fuzzy there.
Too much.
That was the first sip of beer I've had in a while. So, all right. So Q&A with TNA is what we're here for. Appreciate you guys enjoying all the fun. This program is specifically, we came up with this right around the start of COVID, right? In March, I think is when it was.
Yeah, in March.
With that being said, it was just an opportunity to connect, share, talk, help each other out, have fun, and do all that. So we always have as much fun as we can with this one. So we appreciate you guys tuning in for all the fun banter, as well as hopefully some good information here as we get through some of the questions. So
we're going to try. We're going to try. That's the great thing about this is there's no expectations. We answer a question, we did our job. If you didn't ask a question, then we don't have a job to do. So I would strongly suggest.
We did get some last minute questions though.
Yeah, thank you. People. Thank you.
People showed up. Let's see here. I'm doing something else here. I'm replying to a comment real quick while I'm talking. So I'm not doing a very good job with either right now.
Throw it to me.
So Rhonda said, where'd that go? Okay, Rhonda said, can you put the link in, please, for Facebook users? Don't think mine worked. So there it is again. And I put it actually in the comments, StreamYard.com/Facebook. Should be in all of the fun locations, StreamYard.com/Facebook. So check that out. And Peggy, Peggy said, is that Corona? No, it's actually Bud Light Lime, but because of my green screen, you can't actually see it. That's pretty funny.
It's amazing.
Yeah. All right. So Wade says, I'm so on edge today, looking to hire my first embroidery machine person. What should I pay her? No experience. I'm training her. Should we just start with that question?
Sure. Let's start with it.
And then, Wade, we're going to do this question, but in the future, questions for this show need to go here, oursuccessgroup.com/Q&A. Obviously, we're having some fun with that, but we would appreciate that when you can. But yeah, we're happy to try to grab this. Let's go, Todd. Where do you want to start?
At this point, they're bringing you no value other than being a warm body. And in fact, they're costing you money because you have to train them on this. So I wouldn't be paying them a whole lot. I would say, it depends on who you're going to hire. Is this somebody a full-time person? Is somebody a part-time person? Me, I'm not going to pay them a whole lot more than minimum wage, because at least here in Illinois, I think minimum wage is like 10 or 12 bucks now. I know it'll be up to 15 here in the next 3 years. So, it just really depends. I wouldn't put a whole lot in it because, they're really not doing a whole lot right now. Then improve yourself and then, give them raises in 90 days, 120 days, and just evaluate the performance and pay them based off that. That's how I would do it.
Okay. So Wade says part-time. So there you go. And Wade, I was teasing you for sure. So no need to be sorry about putting the question in there. Just wanted to share that with everybody. Oursuccessgroup.com/Q&A. I love your take on that, Todd. I agree that, like you said, that if you're training them, you're actually the one providing them value right now. And so with that being said, I think looking at the opportunities for maybe some incentive programs or, other creative ways to pay them more, starting off where they need to be and kind of where you need to be and working with them to get them where they need to be. One of my favorite things I've always done when I've worked with employees is, to me, it is a partnership. It's something that you're looking at as a partnership. So one of the questions that I was asked early on in my career that I've kind of taken with me throughout my career of hiring folks is, okay, so where do you have to be comfortable? What's the number that you have to make this, where you're not worried about paying your bills every day? And then, what do you think you're worth? And so finding that range in there, if they come in and they say, I need to make $50 an hour, and you're thinking that they're in the minimum wage category, then probably right there already means that you're not on the same page and you're going to be, struggling to catch up. So I think finding that happy medium, I think like Todd said, you want to look at the fact that you're actually giving them value. This is a skill that they will be able to take somewhere else. And your job as the employer is to make them happy enough that they don't want to take it somewhere else. That you're not just milking them for their hours, that it does become a partnership, that she's going to help your business and you're going to help her, and it all will hopefully work out together. People leave and they're going to leave. The one thing that I've always heard about, employees, it's like, if you don't train them, it cost me so much to train them and then they're going to leave. And the real question you should be asking is, if you don't train them, how much is it going to cost you if they stay?
Right.
So that's my take on finding that pay range.
Well, then it also depends on how much are they doing. Are they hooping everything? Are they setting everything up? Are they doing any type of files, or what are they all doing in the daily the daily grind there? You got to remember when you first did it, how many things did you screw up? And you had a vested interest in it because it was your business. You're doing it. How many things are they going to screw up? You got to take whatever you screwed up and at least times it by 10, I'd think. There's going to be screw ups in there, and they're going to be costly. So those are all things when you give them, here's what I'm going to pay you, and just explain why. Here's what's going on. As you get better, then we can increase that pay. But at this point, you're basically losing money because that time that you're spending training them, it's time that you're not doing something else. So you're losing money on that. You're slowing down on production because if you were doing it, you'd be faster at doing it. So everything's slowing down. And I think that whole you're going to make this now, and in time we can get you to where this goal is, and then that's up to you guys to decide where you want that goal to be at.
Yeah. And so I don't want people to think. I think you should hire employees and have that stuff where it makes sense. Because at the end of the day, what is it that you can do with your business? Like if you weren't spending the time running that embroidery machine, how much more money could you be making? Could you be doing sales? Could you be bringing in new business? Could you be, developing new products, improving your processes, all that other stuff? So you have to figure out what your hourly worth is to your business, and then understand at what point does that make sense to bring somebody else in and pay them. My wife and I were talking about that with her business today. It's like, I know you are good at the production and like to, knock things out and get it done and do all that stuff. But at the end of the day, at what point does it make more sense to, get a high school kid in here to close a heat press, So, good place to start here, Wade. Thank you very much.
I like it a lot.
Good. I'm glad we gave him something to think about. And Rhonda, hello from Australia. What time would that be in Australia right now? I'm always curious about the time zone differences.
Let's go with like 1 a.m.
I think so. 5:15, 5:20 p.m. here in the central United States time zone.
Why? Does Australia have one time? Or do they have multiple?
Center of the universe time. Yeah. 7:20. 7:20. That'd be AM.
AM.
There you go.
That'd be AM. I'm like, they're not. Yeah. Makes way more sense. So it's actually tomorrow there. So hello to the future.
Hello to the future. How is the future, Rhonda? Is it bright over there? All right, and that wasn't actually a play on words, since anyhow, since her name is Rhonda Bright, but I just noticed that as I said, is the future bright? So I correct myself. All right, Todd. Let's get to another question here before I get us completely off the rails.
Wouldn't be the first time.
Todd, talk to us about a content calendar. What is that?
It's a calendar full of content.
Oh, well, there you go. Easy peasy. All right. Give us details, dude.
So details on it is, I know that's one of the hardest things that people have, is coming up with ideas of what to post and when to post it. So with the content calendar, what it's going to do is help you curate that information that you want to post, and then kind of set up a schedule of when to post and where to post. It's something that I think we're going to try and put together and have a Black Friday special for that. So 365 days of content. So you'll be able to, every day at least have something to post somewhere. So it'll kind of take the guesswork out of it. And because you got to remember, it doesn't always have to be salesy. You want that interaction. So, National Donut Day. What's your favorite donut? Tacos. Do you put ketchup on your tacos? Things like that to generate those, that conversation to keep things flowing. So something more that I'm working on, present to Aaron. If he's good with it, then hey, that's where we're going to roll with it and see how it is, and that's in his court. But yeah, it's just going to help you to do it, because I know a lot of us are busy. So to come up with stuff, I usually take one day a week, usually Sunday, for a couple hours there, and I'll try and plan out the stuff at least for that week. And I know as I have stuff come up, it's planned out there farther, but I usually do about a week at a time. Go through, make all my stuff, and spend the time doing it. So then I don't have to, and just have it done that way. And it makes it easy for me.
I'm making a note while you're talking there. Sorry. All right.
That's fine.
Cool. So that's what it is. All right. So thinking probably around Black Friday. Is that what you mentioned?
I'm shooting for what do we have training? We have training on the 11th.
A week from today. Yeah.
2 weeks from today. So next Q&A is when I will 18th? Do it. Yeah, that's what I'm striving for. So that way it's go for the rest of November.
Todd normally holds other people's feet to the fire, so it's our turn to return the favor. 18th, Todd. We're
2 weeks. 2 weeks to finish it off. And it'll have we did if you were in our membership group, we did a fourth quarter one, and that's what got me thinking is, maybe this would be something good to have all year long. We're going to be priced as what I feel is a value-friendly price. Then, of course, hey, it's going to be deeply discounted for that time frame, and then there you go. That's kind of what I'm thinking. And now I got to do it and have it done in 2 weeks. Got it.
There you go. Have it done in 2 weeks. I love it. Yeah, and so looking forward to seeing that, and I'm excited to see it, and I'll put my stamp of approval on it pretty quick. So just send it over. Cool. I'm not sure it actually needs my stamp of approval, but
you're like, whatever. Let's just roll with it. Roll with it, baby.
Yep. All right. So let's see here. Let's. Oh, come on. Nope.
I already answered that one.
I know. Why won't it save? Operator error. That's why I wouldn't save. Okay. Much better. Much more better.
Much more better.
Eugene says, grow the beard back.
Yeah, well, eventually, man. I don't know. It's going to, like I said, it's all going to come down to Corey. If she likes this, then I will see a razor in my birthday stocking. And if I don't see one, then it's not going to, it'll grow back.
Stocking for your birthday? That's awesome.
I don't know what I get a birthday month, and now it's been reduced to birthday 2 weeks, and I couldn't even go to dinner last, because now Illinois shut down. I can't go out to eat anywhere for my birthday. So we were going to sneak in a little last night after Tuesday with Todd, and the restaurants are packed. So we weren't going to wait around. I just wasn't in the mood to wait.
Gotcha.
Yeah, welcome time.
All right. Here's the next question. I've heard some people talk about Jane.com, but I am lost on what it is and how it works. Do you guys know?
That's a more you question than me. I don't know. I don't know anything about it. So
I know a lot about it. So
perfect.
So you came to the right place. All right. So here's Jane.com. Jane.com is a deal site, meaning there's lots of different people that sell on it, and people show up, and there's lots of different things, and you basically are putting stuff up there. They've got shoes, jewelry, home, kids, baby, women's products, accessories, outerwear, home decor. You know what? I'm actually reading off their website right now. So let me take this one step further.
Is it like an online flea market?
In a sense, but it's a little bit more. So what happens is the approved vendors will put something up. I was going to search because Kylene's got some stuff up right now, actually. I can find them. I think they're up. Oh, wow. Okay. Well, I'll have to go do some search. Well, we'll just pick one of these. Doesn't really matter. So yeah, if you're doing laser engraving, for example, and you want to do this butcher board, you post it up there. The vendor's saying it normally sells for $49.99, but this deal that's happening right now for $24.99, and this particular deal is going for 4 days. So, and you're saving 51%.
Do you recognize that platform? That's Equid. That's Equid.
What is?
That's what that's built on, is Equid.
How?
That's Equid layout. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah. I'm almost positive. I'm looking at it like, that looks really, really familiar.
All right.
Okay. So you said, before we get farther into this, you said approved vendor. So do you have to apply to do this? Okay.
You do have to apply, and that's the challenge. For example, my wife applied about a dozen times before they finally accepted her. And
What do they have requirements? Is it just like,
they do, but they don't really tell you.
Oh.
So that's the challenge. A couple times she was able to kind of get some feedback, basically saying, "Oh, we already have plenty of people in that space or doing those kinds of things. So we're looking for these new unique products and blah blah blah." So and there's a range of people. And I have to figure that out for the old studio here. But there's a range of different people, from people that bring in just and sell like clothes that is the same. So it's not all personalized.
Mhm.
Some of it's just you got some jewelry here, so different kinds of things that are just kind of not personalized, or getting into the cutting boards, and you see some tumblers and things like that. So basically, though, once you're approved, if you can get approved, then yes, you submit deals to them, and then they'll accept them or not, and then they'll schedule your deal for you at a certain time. And and so they help you figure out what pictures and all this other stuff, and then people go and order. Like for example, these tumblers here, they've sold 149 of them in the 2 days of the sale. And so you pick
do they get like a portion of it, or how do they
Jane and I don't know the exact percentage off the top of my head, the number that it used to be, and I'm not sure if this has changed. I'll have to look into that. But it used to be they take 25%.
Okay.
So you do have to make sure that you're pricing your products accordingly. This is not where you're going to just go dump cheap stuff, because not only do they take 25%, but then you also have to discount the product from your normal list price. Now, do they go and verify your list price? I've never seen that, so I've always just kind of gone, okay, if this is $15, I say the list price is $20, and we do a 30, 40, 50% discount and go from there. Like I said, so you're giving them 25%. The other thing is all of the support kind of goes through them. So at the end of the day, they won't pay you if so you don't get to decide what is a legitimate support request and what is just somebody being so you have to kind of be able to take that responsibility on. And then the other thing is you have to ship things in a certain amount of time. And now they do give you time if your stuff's personalized. I think they give you 7 to 10 business days or something like that. Can't remember. They have you can set different amounts. And they do encourage people to offer free shipping and yada, yada, yada. So it's a really good way to reach a lot of people and like get stuff going. Like I've been involved in different projects where, like I remember last year around the Black Friday time, a customer that I worked with over at Pick the Gift did about 2,000 50 by 60 Minky blanket sales in the course of 2 days.
Whoa.
So if people are spending $40, $50 a pop on those, it's pretty good deal. And and then they sent it through Pick the Gift and didn't even have to touch anything. So I mean, it's a opportunity to really create some business. But the problem is that this is their site and it's their rules, and they change them just like other places do, Etsy or otherwise. So I wouldn't suggest going all in here. I think this is a great way to get potential new customers. Now, you don't get the customer's email addresses, but you obviously get their shipping address. So you have to, figure out a way to connect with those customers after the fact through like a mailer, or, that's where Kylene's thank you cards came from, is sending those follow-ups for these things.
What about packaging or anything? Can you include anything about, hey, check out my website here, or can you do anything like that when you ship?
I'm trying to remember what Jane's rules are on that. I think they are a little. You can have a packing slip in there, I believe, that has your information, but I think there are some stipulations as to what can be included. There's another deal site that doesn't get quite the traffic, that's a little easier to get approved at, called Pick Your Plum. Now with them, like I said, they don't get as much traffic, but they're a lot easier to get approved. So it's a great place to start and try to kind of figure this whole thing out. But Pick Your Plum says you absolutely can't put any kind of be back. You can basically just have a blank packing slip and that's it. If obviously your packing slip's going to have your information on it, but you can't do like promotional codes to have people come to your website kind of thing.
Gotcha. Now they handle all payment processing and that as well, and then they pay you back.
Correct. And they don't. Yeah. So they handle all payment processing, and they pay you after the deal is over, after you've shipped. So you are also shipping stuff before. So yeah, there are some challenges to it, but it's also a great way to get in front of an audience that you might not be able to get in front of. And they do all the marketing, and they've got people following their social media. If you can get on the top of their email, if you're moving enough products and you can get at the top of their email, that's where the stuff kind of takes off. Like I said, 2,050 by 60 blankets in the course of 2 days. That's a pretty good deal, and they were at the top of the email blast that went out, and they've got an app and all that kind of fun stuff. So, they do all the marketing, and so there's certainly some value there. But you also have to understand that this is their site and you're just providing products through it. So,
yeah.
So hopefully that makes sense. Whoever had that question, if there are other questions, I'm happy to share everything that I know about it. Here's the deal. You just go and apply. I think you got to scroll all the way to the bottom here and maybe even further, if I remember right. In fact, they make it even hard to figure out where to apply.
We don't want your kind here.
Well, I mean, they have a ton of vendors, so it is definitely one of those things where they've had to kind of cull it a little bit. I'll have to find where that is. Maybe it's in the menu here. Oh, I took the screen down anyway, so dummy. Here, let me put it back up. I was talking to me, Todd, by the way.
Oh, that's fine. Whatever, man.
All right, let's see here. Affiliates and influencers, Jane for Good, about, there we go, Sell with Jane. So they do have some information in here. Yeah, so there you go.
Interesting. I'm always up for learning something new, so hey, whatever.
Affiliate. Okay, Missy says affiliate, then there is a link. Yeah, so I think affiliate's different. I think affiliate is where you're just sharing Jane with your following. And so it's different being a seller than an affiliate. I don't know if that's where Missy's heading with that or not, but
yeah, probably on the affiliate they give you 3 to 10% or something like that.
Yeah. For affiliates and influencers, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So but what we want as decorators, we want to go to the Sell with Jane and become a seller. And there's a whole application process that you go through here. And then they ask you, in fact, once you get past that initial, oh, thank you, Christine. Appreciate that. Christine said she put the link in the comment. After you get past the kind of initial, okay, we'll at least look at it, you have to then send them products to check out and all that kind of stuff. So,
gotcha.
But while we're here, let me just do this.
You do whatever you want to do. Let's sit back here and just take it.
Yep, there you go. Pickyourplum.com. I'll toss this one in the links for people too. Again, very similar in how it works. It's a good place to start and a little easier to get approved. Sell with us there. So check out both of those if you're interested. It's a new way to market. It's not necessarily new. It's actually something that I've been involved with for a while. and I've seen people be really successful with it, but it's definitely a different way of looking at your business.
Another avenue to sell your stuff.
Totally. So, all right, there we go. Curtis, hello. Thank you. Okay, cool. Eugene is teasing you about your birthday week, man.
Whatever. He's enjoyed those birthday weeks. So
I love it. All right. Well, Todd, those are our questions that we have from folks. Boom. But I figured since there were no other questions, I'm going to ask the viewers a question. What do you think about that?
I think that's
Turn
great.
the tables?
Yeah, you have that, and then I've got something else to share with them whenever we're ready to whatever. So we'll be good to go.
Okay. Let me see if I can get the banner up correctly. Okay, this is a question for you guys, the viewers here. I've been doing in fact, Saturday will be the 4th week. So I've been doing a 10-week program on my SPS, which is Small Business Saturdays. And it is sharing the success principles. So I'm just curious. I want to get feedback. What are your guys' thoughts on that? Who's seen it? Who hasn't seen it? I actually posted on our success group page the links to the first 3 sessions, so you can go check those out, plus the links to. So the way this works is this is a program that I got through the work that I do with Jack Canfield and Success Principles. And so we start off the program by listening to his 5 to 7 minute presentation about that particular principle. And then we come back. He's got a worksheet that goes along with it, and I share that worksheet, and we go through it. We talk about it, and so my goal is to get people to participate in this in a sharing way. So what I guess my question is, what do you think? And what are your, what's holding you back from participating more? I guess I got all sorts of questions. So let me start there. Todd, what do you think?
So I've watched the first 2 because 12:30 is a tough time for me. Earlier the better. Saturday 12:30 is just a tough time, and I have it on my list. Like, I'm going to watch it when I go back here, and then the weekend starts and everything goes crazy for there. For the first 2 that I catch, I thought they were great. The third one, I started on that and then took a phone call and was on that for a while, and then last week was Halloween, and we had crazy last minute stuff. But from what I saw, it looked really good. It looked, more than anything, it looked like it was going to be something that was going to help you develop in the long term. That no matter, you were going to be able to take away something from each week, to either better yourself or your business or both. So I think it's a great thing, and I really need to not be such a douche and take back the other 2. I'm sorry.
Well, hey, it's good stuff. So Jerry said, I saw 1 and 3 so far. Okay, cool. Check that out. Jerry said he does really like it. Pamela says, I honestly haven't watched it yet. I've been out of it lately. Totally understand. Christine says, I've not seen it yet. I do have them on my watch list. I think it's a great idea. Cool. Thank you so much. Rhonda hasn't seen it yet. Rhonda says, midnight for me. Sorry, not that dedicated. Totally understand that completely. You certainly can go back and watch it any time, though. So don't let that. Again, I find that these principles, to me, have really changed my life, and so I want to share them. I think that this is something that not only changed my life, but I think just from a business standpoint, a lot of these principles certainly are talking about our life in general and stuff like that. But I think if we can get our lives in order, our businesses become so much easier, and part of it is just taking the time to be intentional about our lives. What is it that I want to do each day with my life? What do I want out of life? We can make up these things and say some great things, but until you write them down and actually start taking actions on them, I mean, Todd, you and I have joked that we're going to get an island. There's going to be an OSG island.
Yes. I want that bonefish day, 7 mil.
Yeah, exactly. Why not? Wouldn't that be cool to have an opportunity to celebrate small businesses together on a freaking island? I mean, come on.
Not an Epstein Island. like a good island, full of fun time.
A legitimate, we're here to celebrate and enjoy the fact that we've built businesses together that have, not only changed our lives, but changed the lives of the people around us, so it's not a bad thing to want things, because when you gain things, you are also bringing up the people around you and you're supporting them and helping them. So that's why it's so important to me, is really kind of where I'm coming from this at. So again, the feedback that I'm getting from you guys is great. Missy says, I caught the first one live and really liked it. I watched replay on the second one and liked it as well. Great. I like the live engagement. I have a tendency with replay to only listen and not take action. Totally understand that. I'm exactly in that same place. Rhonda says, I struggle to manage my time now. It's getting really busy. Any tips from you to help me? I do. So let me get to one more comment and then we'll come back to that. And I'll let you tackle that one first, Todd, if you want. But Angela says, good evening. I can't believe I finally made a live. Great to have you here, Angela. High five. Wherever you want to high five. All right. So let's go back to Rhonda's here real quick. She says, I struggle to manage my time. Now it's getting really busy. Any tips from you to help me? Todd, I'll let you tackle it first and I'll give you mine.
I think one of the easiest things that people can do is basically block out your time. Set your time up per day of here's what you need to do. Break it down into hour, 2-hour chunks. You're going to do this, you're going to do this, you're going to do this. It just makes it more manageable. And a lot of times, you can move those around, but at least for me, there's times I'll get stuck in a project and it's a garbage project that you don't want to be doing anyway. So when that timer goes off and you can stop to go do something else, it's that fresh restart on something, and then you can come back to it. So I usually try and do emails morning, noon, in the evening, and kind of set up times for that. Here's what I'm doing invoicing. Here's what I'm going to work on production. Here's what I'm working on design. And there's times that you can't do that because you need to get, something out, but at least if there's some kind of structure will help you stay easier to manage the time with it.
Yeah. I agree. When you talk about structure, I think that is the key for sure. Here's what I've discovered about time management myself is we all talk about time management or, with tips to get organized and get things done and all that other stuff. But at the end of the day, it's actually not time management that is our issue. Our issue is priority management. We get into things that we don't need to get into. And that's not to say that, it's a fail if you, take a break and watch some cat videos or something like that. What I'm saying is you've got to understand what you want and what you need and what your business needs and what the important priorities of that are, and then tackle those things. I was talking with Ruth Kaufman, Dowling Kaufman, who's an OSG member. And, we were talking about that whole experience of how do you tackle some of those things that seem a little bit bigger? And a guy named Brian Tracy wrote a book called Eat That Frog. And the basic principle of it is, if you knew the worst thing you had to do all day was eat a frog, shouldn't you just go ahead and get that done first thing in the morning? So you've got the worst thing of your day out of the way. And because what happens is we tend to look at these things and go, oh God, okay, I'm going to put that off. I'm going to procrastinate, all that other stuff. I'm a king procrastinator. I work best under pressure. I get it. But if you can tackle these things in more bite-sized chunks and get them early, the things that are a priority, then you save all of the energy and time you waste worrying and thinking about it. Right. So if I can just dive into it and get it done and get it out of the way, then that's one thing. But again, if you don't know what's a priority to you or your business, then you're never going to be able to keep up and have your time be valuable to you, because you're just chasing whatever squirrel comes across the screen, and I say all these things from a standpoint of I'm talking to myself as well, so this is a never-ending improvement process. And that's where these success principles come into play for me, is that gives me the framework to be able to improve myself and improve my processes and improve, my life, so to speak. So hopefully that helps, Rhonda. And let's see here. Pilar, deal. They're done. If you guys get an island, you'll never get rid of me. Deal. We're going to hang out with Pilar all the time. I like it.
I didn't plan on getting rid of her anyway, but I mean,
there you go. Okay. Christine says, keep a list of tasks to be done. It's easy to get distracted. So I always have a list that's prioritized, what must be done, what could be done, and what's not priorities. That's perfect, Christine. I mean, you look at some of the things that people are really kind of like hold up as the true time management kind of systems out there, and you've got the system like David Allen's Get Things Done, where he's got, do, dump, delegate, and then, prioritize from there. Or Stephen Covey, the 7 habits. He's got the 4 quadrants scenario. And again, all that comes down to just prioritizing and getting it like Christine has there, simplified what here we go, what must be done, what could be done, and what's not a priority. So there we go. All right. Rhonda says, I make a list in the morning, but some days I wonder why I bother. Too many balls in the air at once. Yeah. There will be days like that, no matter how good your system is. I feel like I'm getting a lot better with my system, and there's still days where it's like, what the heck just happened? But I find that a lot of times when there's too many balls in the air, it's because I'm letting other people throw their ball into my juggling act, and I don't really want it or need it, so I got to do a better job of going, nope, get that ball out of my juggling act. I'm juggling these things that are important to me. Once I'm done with that, I'm happy to help you if I have time, but until that time, I'm not doing it. So it is a juggling act for sure. So I have to eat the frog first, but if I really dislike the task, I set a 15 to 30 minute. I thought she said taste at first. I'm like, okay, not talking. I mean, if you like, okay, sorry, I'm going to read this better now.
Lay off the sauce.
Yeah, I have to eat the frog first, but if I really dislike the task, I set a 15 to 30 minute timer and move on. That's a great way, Missy. I like that idea a lot, where it's just like, sometimes you just can't get into it, and you do need to, go, okay, pause, next thing. Let me refresh and get some momentum going here, and then get into the next thing. So it's tough. Todd, and I'm going to keep this going if you don't mind. I know you've got one more thing to get to here too, but here's the other interesting thing that I've always struggled with this whole time management thing. And I'd love your opinion and take on this, is that we talk about a lot of these things. And part of it is, like I said, saying no and prioritizing what's important to you and all this other stuff. But I'm also this hugely, I carry the flag for being customer centric, and, that speed is a choice, that when replying to your customers and things like that, you have a choice how fast you get back to them and all that kind of fun jazz. Like, how do you balance that?
It's tough. Like I said, for me, as I try and even, answer emails and stuff, beginning of the day, kind of around noon, and then in the evening, and that's it. That's the only time, because otherwise you can get wrapped in it all day and carry on conversations, and you're not getting anything done because you're waiting for that email to come back to be able to finish it. You're waiting for this to there, and so then nothing's getting accomplished. And there's times where you need to break that rule, but then at least with this way, it's easy to try and manage. We're still used to Amazon getting everything now. But it doesn't necessarily work that way. We're a great example of that. Is look how many places that we sent out to get quotes from people, and nothing. We talk to them, and we'll have you something in 2 days, and it's been how many days later, and you still haven't seen anything. And you're talking about thousands of dollars a month to give these people, and they're not even on it. So that's when I see things like that. That's when I know I start feeling better about myself, because I'm at least getting back to people in a timely manner, that aren't spending thousands of dollars a month to me. I treat all my customers the same, and that really throws me for a loop when we send stuff out like that, and you don't hear things back, in that timely thing. And sure, there's going to be things that come up, babies and typhoons, but it's definitely something I've seen more in being on this side of things now.
Yeah, yeah, it is interesting, and I like what you're saying there. Is you set the expectation. I think one of the other things that has helped me tremendously, outside of trying to make sure you set those expectations, is I've always struggled to watch people try to like manage their business from their phone. I mean, I get it, but to me, if you're running a business, you need to have a workstation that's a workstation for doing the tasks of a business. Your phone should be the I don't know, I call it the triage. It's like, okay, cool, yep, I got this thing, I know, I'll respond back and say, cool, yep, got it, I'll get back to you in X amount of hours or whatever, and it's a quick. But to actually like do all of your emails and stuff like that from your phone, and not have a time management system like an Asana or something like that, I think it's really tough to juggle all those things. So it does take a little bit of okay, I need to set boundaries, have and not use my phone as my sole business tool, but use it as what it's meant for, a way to kind of manage things on the go. And then when it is work time, shut it off, turn it away, set it off to the side or something. So, there's another thing to think about there.
Yeah, I mean, I can totally give you a heart attack. Let's see.
No, please don't. All right, you can. Oh my God.
Let's see. Can you see that? Let's see. If
it's a little foggy. 132. 132 text messages.
Yeah. So there's only 4 messages there. There's 152 in the business. There's 18 there, and then there's 20 missed calls and 3,000 emails.
Oh, good Lord. I'm in about 0. You know that. So
I set stuff when I'll go through and I'll check things there. Otherwise, I could be there for hours when I need to be doing something else. And so I did stuff this morning, and I didn't do anything this afternoon because I had other stuff to do.
3,000 emails this afternoon?
I bet I've got 1,000 of them this afternoon.
No, come on. Seriously?
Yeah. You got to think. I've got probably 25, 30 emails coming into that one.
Uh-huh.
So I have them all showing up. And so think, when I have something coming from, if there's anything that we signed up for garbage, we always have that garbage email. Well, now we get that mass email that sends out to everybody. I'm getting that same email 30 times. So, it'll dump it there. But yeah, I know I think I was down. I know on Monday, I only had like 1,500 emails. Because I said I'm going to have this cleared out by the end of the week, and now it's Wednesday and there's 3,000.
All right, Valerie says I have done horrible with staying on task today according to my list I made, but I've actually gotten other things completed. Definitely procrastinating and dealing with squirrel brain today. And Valerie, I'm a lot like that too, and I absolutely have plenty of days like that where it's like I had greatest intentions and it just didn't work out. But again, getting to those priority things when it's priority, that's the key, and so, and at the end of the day, if we take 100% responsibility for ourselves, the E plus R equals O, Todd, you've heard me talk about that.
Yes.
Then we're the only ones to blame if we don't get something done. So, Missy said that email account gives me anxiety. Me too. I actually legitimately felt my heart rate go up. So
I'll make it go down. I'll get rid of
them. I'm giving up procrastination next week.
That's my
I love it, Michael. That's hilarious. And Rhonda, I thought getting 100 was enough. Yeah, I feel like I get, but here's the deal. I unsubscribe from stuff all the time though. I mean, I'll sign up and get something, and then I unsubscribe from it if I'm not feeling like I'm getting the value out of it. It's just I've got better things to do with my time than try to wade through a bunch of junk mail. So
yeah, I just delete. I just select that button that selects all of them, and then that's it. They just go away. It's magic.
Yeah. No, I mean, I guess I do have to unsubscribe one time, but anyhow. All right, Todd. I've been going for a good 20, 30 minutes now. What do you got?
That's it. So what I've got is, Pam here, who I think is still here in the comments. We were talking with her. She sells glitter, and she was kind of having some things that how can she get more sales? And I said, hey, I'm pretty sure we can help you get some more sales. So after talking with Pam, she runs glitterbythelake.com, which I should probably put that in there. Should have had this all set up, but that's what I got you for.
I'm going as fast as I can here.
You can go there and you can use the code FATDAD, and it's going to give you buy one, get one free. Now, it's not on curated products and on, there's another one, curated products and think sets, because I think there's a set of that. So basically your individual glitters, but buy one, get one free. I mean, come on, that's going to go through the 11th. Set a sales goal for, and I said, hey, we can help you get to this. So if you're in the glitter game and you need some glitter, I don't even have my cup. Oh, my cup wouldn't have been glitter. Corey's cup would have been glitter.
There you go.
But
all right, so here it is, Glitter by the Lake. And you said, here's the stuff. So that's all good. It's the, you said the curated collection?
No, it's everything but those. Everything but the curated collection.
Oh, everything but the curated collection.
Everything but, here I'm touching it. Like everything but the curated collection and the perfect pairs, I believe is what it is.
Maybe a mystery box and subscription, but you got miscellaneous and all the other stuff there. And you said, what was the code again, Todd? Just FATDAD?
Easy enough. Yeah, FATDAD. And that'll give you a buy one, get one free. Now it'll go through the 11th of this month. So that's next Wednesday, right? That's a week from today. So
11/11.
Yeah. So let's give her some sales. So if you're in the glitter, like I said, if you're trying somebody new, she's here in the States. That's always a plus. She's right up by Chicago. I'm almost positive same day shipping too. I think as long as you get it to her by like 1 o'clock or so, as long as your order's placed then, same day shipping. Pricing from what I have seen has been really amazing compared to what other people are out there. It's definitely something to take a look at. So if you're in the glitter, like I said, she's a member here, and we said we would do what we could do to help her out with that. So there it is. There's my little glitter pitch for you.
All right. Sounds good. Pamela, if you're still here. Oh, there she is. Yep. There we go. Plus we have a rewards program in the bottom right-hand corner. Cool. Let's take a look at that. And we're right there. Okay. We'll click on that. So there you go. Glitter perks. Cool. And there she goes. She's helping here. All one word. FATDAD. Did I mess that up too? Curated collection and pairs are excluded. All one word. Perfect. There we go. Okay.
Sweet. That's what I got. Yeah, and then what else do we have? Coming up, like I said, tomorrow is now we're sitting at 23 hours from now. You have to have your nominations in for Reggie's. I think this is a great thing that you could nominate. So there's a plug for that. But there's other people in our group that are all very deserving of being nominated. So go through there, click your people, put them in there, get them nominated. Then we have nominations. Are nominations going to be released on Friday then? Is that this Friday? So
yeah, so starting on the 6th, the voting, sorry, I used the word voting, but the voting, the actual voting will be open. And so there'll be about, depending on the nominations, there'll be about 5 people in each category typically. And then from there, so let's see, the voting goes from this November 6th until we announce the winners on December 11th. So the voting will close on December 10th, that evening before. So, so here's the other cool part about Friday, Todd, if you don't mind me jumping in here real quick. So 2 cool things about Friday. The first thing around the Reggie's is honestly the fact that somebody took the time to go in there and like nominate you. I mean, heck, even if you do it yourself, that's fine. It's at the end of the day, though, I think that's still a big deal. I've been fortunate enough to be nominated a couple times, and I appreciate that a ton. I know you're a Reggie Award nominee in the past as well, Todd.
I am,
and in fact, he's going to change his screen name potentially. So we're even if the people don't make the voting. So what happens is we look at the nomination list, and if the people that have been nominated multiple times, whoever's been nominated the most times, the top 5 people in each category then go on to the voting phase. And but even if you don't make the voting phase, we recognize everybody. We'll butcher names all morning Friday if I don't know you. And so that's really cool. And then the other cool thing about Friday is I actually have a kind of a mentor friend of mine that I'm recently kind of connected with. He actually has an office in the same co-working space as I do. He is actually going to join us at the front end of the program on Friday. And he's got a book called Motivate the Unmotivated. And we're going to talk to him about that book and kind of his strategies for gaining motivation and kind of getting things done too. So some of the things we talked about today, I think Matt's going to really have some good nuggets for us on Friday morning too. So that's the two cool things coming up this Friday.
How long do you expect that show to be? Because I expect there to be quite a few nominations.
We have to read fast. Well, he's from the Philadelphia, East Coast, New York area, so he talks super fast. Anyways, so we told him, and he's only got about 20-30 minutes he can spare for us. So we're gonna get through him quickly, and we'll see how it goes. And if we have to go a little bonus time, that's fine. So we'll have to read quickly, but no. We can make the shows as long as we want to, honestly. After 8 years of doing this, we've gotten a little better at it.
Because do we have something at 12, or is it 11:30?
Yeah, I won't be going long, but I can leave Eric and Terry there. They'll be fine.
Perfect. See you guys.
Yeah, I've only got a 30-minute window to get from point A to point B. We've got Masters of Success happening on Friday morning.
I was thinking about that today when I was going through my schedule. I'm like, ooh, this is going to get interesting, because I remember last year it went a little long, and I'm like, oh, this will be fun.
That's all right. With the amazing Eric Campbell at the ready, he can always step in. So Batman, that's right. All right. So Christine says, I've been pushing all the women from Women in Garment Decorating to nominate for the Reggies. Appreciate that, Christine. And
yeah, if you don't get nominated, I think you should kick everybody out of the group. Get out of here.
I've actually been intentional about not going and looking at it, even though I have access to it. So tomorrow I will be going through all the nominations.
I have yet to nominate anybody. So I was, because it's one of those things, like it's like, who do you want to nominate yourself? Don't lie. We all do. But do you really do it? So
you just have to have a pact with somebody, Yeah. I'll nominate you if you nominate me.
That's always a good thing. Maybe I'll do that.
I wrote you in for president yesterday, so hopefully that comes to fruition.
I don't think so. Illinois is already done counted. Oh. Wait, no, you're Missouri. Missouri did.
Yeah, we're already done and counted too. Sorry. All right. What else? What else is coming up? So that's Friday. Saturday is the week 4. And what are we talking about on week 4 though? I just totally blanked that. Cred. I know I posted it earlier today.
Okay.
You would think that. So Small Business Saturdays, and Christine did say I did not nominate myself for anything. I just wanted to put that out there.
I would have.
I'm 100% sure Christine will be nominated. So she didn't need to.
Considering
yeah.
That,
Okay.
Chance that
Let's see here. What is?
So while you do that, then Tuesday.
Talk to us about Tuesday while I look for this.
So Tuesday, I've got some stuff coming in from. I should have some stuff coming in from Johnson Plastics Plus. I think there's some ornaments that are in there that we're gonna try those. I'm hoping that they are here, but we'll see, because I can't. I'm relying on shipping, and we know. So backup plan to that was probably pull some stuff out of the box and do some sublimation stuff there. I'm working a deal with my ink vendor, who's really close to releasing his inks for converting his both Epson and Sawgrass inks. That you can, third-party inks you can throw in there. And we're trying to work a deal there where he's going to give me like 5 or 6 sets to give away. So hopefully that might happen by Tuesday. We'll see how that all plays out. And then Wednesday, we've got creating word-of-mouth sales. And that's the next trend. That sounds like the next one. So we've got that next Wednesday. So that would be 6 days and 23 hours from now.
Wow, that's good math, man. I'm impressed. Very impressed. Cool. So it's busy. Okay. So Pilar says you need to get your nomination in, Wonder Twin.
I will. I've still got, I'm going to do it day of, like, a real American.
Last minute voter, huh? Nominated. Rhonda says, thanks for the input today, guys. Got to get my day started. Yep. Enjoy the day. Hopefully, wonderful day over there in Australia. We appreciate you tuning in, and I can't wait to come visit someday, Rhonda. So we'll have to figure that out. That's one of my bucket list deals. Is
between those big spiders and those mosquitoes or gnats. I don't know, man. Let me just come in at a port there in Sydney, and then get out, and we're good.
No, it doesn't matter. I'm good. I'm in. I'm all in. I want to go to Australia bad. So
I think I'm just going to pull a Joe Stavar and go ahead and just. I'm sure there's a cruise that'll just take me there, so I just get to see the pretty things, and get back on the boat.
That's a long ass cruise, man.
He did a month cruise last year.
I know.
I mean, that's not a bad goal.
But how do you get there though? You'd have to go down around, unless you're going through the Panama Canal, right?
Why couldn't you? Well, he's on the West Coast, so why couldn't you just shoot over from there?
Oh, I guess that's
you'd go to like Hawaii, and then you'd go through the Philippines, and then you're there, right?
Gotcha.
I mean, Earth is flat. I understand what you're saying. You have to, go this way.
Since I'm a flat earther, that was my problem. I couldn't.
I understand it.
Yeah. I'm not, by the way, folks. Just kidding. Okay. Rhonda says I'm in country Western Australia. See, I'd love to check it all out. I think the whole entire country seems amazing to me. So, by the beach. Boom. Love that too.
I live in Australia. Why not?
Sold. All right. Cool. So Saturday, Todd, the Small Business Saturday is Believe It's Possible.
Believe It's Possible.
And I tell you what, I think we all can use that. That we're as small business owners, we're tackling big things. And they can feel a little daunting at times, but if you can believe in yourself, you'll be so much further along. So I'm looking forward to sharing that nugget from Mr. Canfield on Saturday.
Very cool.
All right, cool. So Todd, what else? So we cover it all. I think we got everything upcoming.
We've got this in 2 weeks, so make sure you get your questions in for the next time for that. You can find us more, and that was down there at OurSuccessGroup.com/QA is where you can ask questions. If you take off that QA, that's where you can find out more information on us. And while you're there, you might as well check out the memberships, because, hey, we do those twice a month too. And that's what we're doing, to create word of mouth sales in 6 days and 23 hours.
Cool. Yep. Looking forward to that training. We're going to, I think the progression we've had over the last 3 trainings, Todd, has just been really cool too. We start with that customer experience. We talked about the art of selling last Wednesday. And so even if you're not a member currently, you still get all of those trainings that we did previously as a member. So,
and then the one right there, I don't think it's been quite determined. The one before Thanksgiving, the week of Thanksgiving, we'll leave it at that right now. I think that one's going to be a really good one too, because as we all start getting busy, that managing of that production flow is something that's really important that people don't think about until they have stuff all around them and not sure what to do and what got done and what needs done type of thing.
Yeah. It's that, crazy. We got to get everything out for the holidays. The shipping season is going to be shortened this year because of all the shipping issues. And so there's going to be this crush. And if you don't manage that well, it can really be painful. And I've been there, last year, the company I was helping and supporting, I got into the production end of things with them. And, I slept there at their facility 3 nights in a row, and we were still like way behind. And it just, they had moved right before the holiday season, so they didn't have a chance to get their production in order. But boy, there was just a laundry list of things that, we can do to improve that stuff. So I'm looking forward to sharing that and getting all the great information that Todd has as well. So
it'll be fun.
All right, Todd, I think we've got everything then, sir. So let's hour and 10 minutes is plenty. So thanks everybody for tuning in. Yes, cheers. Cheers.
Oh, it's right there.
Right.
Ching, ching.
I'll just do it on the camera. All right, everybody, enjoy your Wednesday, and we will talk to everybody soon. I'll see you over on the Two Regular Guys on Friday.
See you guys.
Gotta hit the right button. Oh boy.